Yeah, I've got a look actually at some of the temperatures across the nation, and you can see a huge difference. This is a look at the high temperature for today across the nation, and we are only going to see the 70s today, guys. But as you look towards the northeast, I mean, we're seeing mid to upper 90s with those heat index values in the triple digits. And as Mimi mentioned, relief is in sight. There is a cold front that's eventually going to be moving through as we get closer towards the end of the week, but they still have a couple more days of that sweltering heat. Meanwhile, this is what we're seeing, right? So most of us are in the mid and upper 60s right now, maybe some lower 70s, but pretty much lower 70s is where we'll top out. South Sound maybe creeping up to the mid 70s today, but definitely cooler than what we saw yesterday. So you can take a look at the 24-hour temperature difference, and Seattle is 5 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. It's 8 degrees cooler in Bremerton, Port Angeles, you are 9 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. So you get the idea, we're trending cooler. But it's time for Friday's forecast. Oh, I changed the picture. See, this happened again. I'm going to have to do this at the end of the show then, because this is obviously not two dogs, just one dog. So it didn't update on the computer that I updated on. So I will show you them coming up a little bit later, because there's a really nice story actually. Their owner, Nancy, had her last radiation on Monday, her last treatment. So I hope everything goes well for you. I'll try to get your dogs on at the end of the show, so keep watching. But notice as we go hour by hour, we're looking partly cloudy, and again, temperatures when you're walking the dogs later on this afternoon going to be in the lower 70s to the upper 60s. And yes, I loved that dog before, but we gave him some love last week, so I'm going to try and get Vulcan Addie on there soon. So here's a look at our current air quality. I mentioned it's a nice day outside. We're seeing blue sky, but it's still a little bit hazy, right? It's just not completely back to 100% normal for our summertime that we like to see those blue skies really just shining bright. And so we do have some spots, some sites here that are picking up on moderate air quality, pretty much surrounding the sound, but most of them are good. So that's great news. Everything is looking a lot better, of course, but we're still not exactly where we want to be. Now, we did have a little bit of that smoke move in last night through this morning and kind of like about right now. But as we go forward, you can see the HRRR model, and that's the high resolution rapid refresh. We just call it HRRR for short. HRRRRR. You see it all the way up there? That's why we call it the HRRR model. It's not gender specific or anything. So you can see that we are just seeing a little bit of smoke, but still nothing compared to what we saw last week. And we actually saw a little bit of precipitation. There was a little system that clipped mainly the northern spots, but a spotty shower looked like it was just north of Seattle as well. And as we go into time, most of that will end today, but we do have another chance for showers tomorrow, and actually a better chance, a little bit more widespread. But again, it doesn't look to be anything too big in terms of rain accumulation, and I imagine not everyone will see rain. We're looking at kind of scattered, spotty showers on Thursday. But again, we'll take it because we need it. So that's what I was saying all weekend. Anything that we can get, we'll take. So we're looking at low, maybe mid 70s today. It's going to be, again, a little cooler tomorrow. We'll have more clouds. We'll have that onshore flow. We'll also have some of that rain to help cool us down, and then into the weekend looking pretty good overall, mainly dry. We do have a slight chance. Models aren't in consensus right now about Labor Day itself. One model showing a good amount of rain, one model not showing any of it. So we'll go right down the middle and say there's a chance. So keep it posted here, of course, because as we get closer, of course, that fine tunes and we'll give you a more accurate forecast. But right now it's looking pretty good overall.